This is what's wild in New Hampshire. Here it is, February 8th, 2022. Bixby Pond here in Epsom. It's the one of the Epsom rest areas here in Epsom. What we out here is called Bixby Pond. Bixby Pond. And there is the dam. So the other day when I did the video, I mentioned how we've had melting and some rain. We've had it again. So this is the second time in a week that we've had significant melting and rain. And look what's here. Here we're seeing the channel. The channel has opened up on Bixby Pond. So the current has eroded the ice here in Epsom on Bixby Pond. So if you're a hiker or a winter walker or an ice fisherman, you got to know where the channels are. So when we have a warming trend and some rain like right now, and the channels become unsafe, then you need to know you need to be careful about crossing them, checking the ice, and probably not crossing them. Look what's over there. Look who just came out of the water right in front of me. Let's see. I only can see the top of the head right now. This is where you can come this time of year. Usually it's late March when the channels are just open here. I have seen otters over and over again. Within the last week or 10 days, I and my son have been seeing otters here again. Something just poked his nose out there. It could have been an otter. It didn't come out onto the ice, just the tip of the nose came out. It could have been an otter. So I just stopped in here, and here is potentially an otter right in front of me. Where can you go in New Hampshire and expect to see an otter? Otters are very difficult to see. You might see a handful in your life if you're lucky. Otters are secretive. They are very secretive. And it's this time of year, so look at the wetlands where you are. We're 5 weeks ahead. So climate change this winter right now is 5 weeks ahead. This usually doesn't happen to at least the second, if not the third week of March, that we have channels here in Bixby Pond. At least the middle of March. So we're more than a month ahead of where we should be ice-wise here at Bixby Pond. Our winters are warming. We know December was a record. I'm pretty sure that was an otter, that just because I can see where he's been on the ice over there. There are where he's pulled himself out. I can see where he's been there before. One day right here, I pulled over when I was headed to work. When I was working at Fishing Game over in Durham, I pulled out this time of year and the channel was opening like this, and I looked out and got my spot and scope out, and there was an otter. And one time I watched an otter dive down right here in these conditions and come up with a painted turtle, and he ate it like a cheeseburger, shell and all. The most exciting time when I was right here looking at this pond in this time of year, actually March, and I stopped and there was an otter, and he dove down and got a pretty big sucker, common white sucker that are common here in New Hampshire. Came up under the ice with it, and suddenly a mature bald eagle, an adult bald eagle, flew down. The otter flipped into the water, and the eagle grabbed the fish and went up into a tree right there and began eating it. So I watched a bald eagle steal a meal from an otter right here. So this time of year, this year, it's way early, it's 5 weeks early. Get out, look at the wetlands, look for a channel going through the wetlands. If you're a hiker, an ice fisherman, or a nature walker, stay off the channels, watch out. But get your binoculars, get out there and see if you can spot an otter. It only happens this time of year, only when there's a channel open in the ice, such as this, will you see otters regularly. This is otter viewing time in New Hampshire. Get outside and see if you too can spot an otter. I just scared one away. He stuck his nose out and heard me talking, and he disappeared, and I don't know where he went. So this is wildlife biologist Eric Orr for what's wild in New Hampshire. Otters are wild. Yes, they are.